Now, today it's 10 degrees outside. I don't have any power, but I'm here to bring you some geometry that you need. Let's talk about the law of sines. Now, the law of sines is for non-right triangles, okay? And that's really important for us to remember, is that it's for non-right. Oops. Okay, sure. Triangles. It's kind of a nice accent H, right? Why not? So this works for, I mean, technically it would work for a right triangle too, but it works for any triangle. We've kind of been priming you for this, but if I have this triangle ABC, and let's label the sides, the side across from A, the side across from B, and the side across from C. Remember, this is not a right triangle. If I were to drop the altitude, maybe we can make it like that, right? And we'll call that H because it's our height. Now we can use the our trigonometric ratios to figure out what A, B, and C are. I mean, if we know some other things, I guess. So here we go. How could I represent A? Well, I could represent A, and we're thinking it's the law of sines, right? So sine is opposite over hypotenuse. So A would be A over, let's see, the sine of A would be opposite over hypotenuse, which would be H over C. And the sine of C, right? The sine of C would be H over A. And you could do this with B. We would just have to draw a different height. So we'll get there when we get there. Okay. So the sine of A equals H over C. The sine of C equals H over A. If I multiply both sides by A here, if I multiply both sides by C here, then I get H equal to the sine of, well, to C times the sine of A. And here, H equals A times the sine of C. Now, because these two are both equal to H, I could say that C times the sine of A is equal to A times the sine of C. Divide both sides. If I divide both sides by A, right, then the A's cancel out here. If I divide both sides by C, well, then the C's cancel out here. And so what I'm left with is what we get for the law of sines, where the sine of A over A equals the sine of C over C, and it's also equal to the sine of B over little b. So these ratios will always hold true for any triangle. It doesn't matter what triangle you have, if it's right or not. The sine of angle A over the side opposite it is equal to the sine of angle C over the side opposite that is equal to the sine of angle B over to the side opposite that. Sunny, if you can hear in the background, she loves the law of sines. So that's something important for you to remember, and it'll help you find angles and side lengths for, again, any triangle.